Welcome back to season 2 of the Pregnant Bitches podcast.
I'm Jessie.
And I'm Amanda.
And we're just a couple pregnant bitches navigating motherhood together.
Welcome back to Pregnant Bitches. We're so happy you're here with us. Let's do it.
Let's do it. So, you know that saying, the only constant is change?
Yes.
I was reading that the other day and I'm like, that is literally what motherhood is like. Like, that is the only thing that remains the same. Like, it's so much fucking change that you deal with, physical and emotional. And I was like, this feels really important to talk about.
Does it ever end? I guess we won't know.
I don't know. I guess we'll know at the end of it all.
We'll still be here in our 50s.
Literally. Yeah, I was thinking about all the like physical changes that you go through.
Right.
And like obviously there's emotional ones too. But like the other day someone was like, what jeans should I wear? I'm like, keep all the jeans. Like
every size.
Like, how much did you fluctuate your weight?
I have jeans ranging from size 10 to probably size 2. The 2 will never come back on.
I was
sorry, you're going in 20. Yeah. So like 10, 8, 6, 4, 2. And they're still there. And like, okay, if you're feeling a little chubby or bloated, you can go up a size, go down a size. The pre-jeans, pre-kids, I don't think I'll ever fit into like the tiny
that's done.
like wedding jeans. And like, I'm fine with it. Like, this is a new time in my life. Like, it's time to move on and like put them away. But like, I also read somewhere, it's like, buy jeans that fit you in the time that you're in to make yourself feel
100%.
good. Because if you're trying to squeeze into like jeans or pants or whatever the fuck you're doing,
you're going to feel uncomfortable.
You're going to feel uncomfortable. You're going to feel bad about yourself. So long story short, buy jeans 10, 8, 6, 5, 2 or whatever size you are.
Yeah. Like if you're having a fat era or a skinny era. No, like we all do. Like keep the fucking jeans.
Keep the fucking jeans.
It's actually crazy. Like I gained and lost like 50 or 60 pounds, like up, down. Cause like when you're starting to have multiple kids, like
I know
it's crazy.
I went up and down 70 pounds in like 16, 17 months.
That's crazy.
Up and down.
That's crazy.
I know.
I was like remarkably the skinniest I ever was between my kids because when Ziggy was 1.5, I didn't sit still.
Right. You just kept chasing him.
Doesn't sit still. You're like, that's you're
like with my
skinny right now
one,
because
he doesn't
running
sit
after
still.
Ace. Like you don't eat. You're just literally chasing after them because they're psycho.
They don't stop moving. Boys are insane.
Moving.
I know.
They're nuts. And so
I know.
now you have to deal with that weight loss. I had to go like down in jean sizes. Anyway.
I know. It's really hard. It's hard mentally. You're also like, you look back at pictures like pre-kids or like my wedding photos and I'm like, oh my God, I was so skinny. But like, then I'm like, you know what? My body just like carried 2 kids, birthed kids. Like, let's just say like, I always keep telling myself my body is never going to go back to how it was pre-kids because that was a whole other world. And now I'm in my mom world. That's never going to end. And I just have to love my body the way it is. And that's what you have to do.
I know.
Like it's hard. I get it. But that's just life.
I think it also is like your body is like a reflection of like just who you are, right? Like that at that point of your life.
This is me now.
That was your priorities. And now you're just like in a new role in a new world. And
and we just have to say, fuck it.
Yeah, fuck it.
Fuck it is going to be the word. I don't give a fuck. Fuck it. This is me. Love me for who I am or like, fuck you.
But the one thing I will say that I wasn't pumped about was my feet growing.
Yeah, my feet. Okay, I have big feet. I have like 9.5 feet, but like now I'm like 10.5 and like a lot of heels. Like
fuck?
I don't get the whole feet. I heard that your nose can grow too.
Ew.
I know. I'm like, I hope my nose didn't get bigger, but I heard your feet and your nose can grow.
Why would your nose grow?
I don't know, but apparently it's a thing. Look it up. I'm telling you. Okay. People write that like their nose can grow.
The feet really weirded me out because I was like, why would my feet need to grow? But then someone was like, you're heavier. So it like.
It's disgusting.
I don't know.
I know. My feet grew. It is what it is. I had to give some heels away.
My body changing, I can love my new body and I can love, and I like my new feet too, but it just doesn't make sense.
You like your new feet? I know the feet. It is what it is.
And it's annoying. Like, but to buy new shoes.
I know, but we'll deal with the feet. But let's talk about boobs. I'm so upset about my boobs now. Like, I know I breastfed the babies, even if it was for a short little time, but even like the gaining weight during pregnancy and then the weight loss and then again the weight gain and then the weight loss and then the milk and then the non-milk. And
it's like they're doing like the
my
boob
boobs are
Olympics.
like literally like, you know when you take a balloon and you like whatever, get rid
deflate
of the balloon. Yeah, that was the word I was looking for. Deflate it.
Yes.
That's what my boobs look like.
No, me too. It's sad. Well, if you think about even breastfeeding, like in like an hour, they'll go like this and then you like shrink. And it's like all day, every day. And I had like decent sized boobs before I had kids.
Right.
Huge.
Right.
Pregnant. Massive breastfeeding.
Right.
And then like
another girl.
None. Gone.
Yeah, I know. I'm really, and I had a breast reduction in grade 12. So I had like the cutest, perkiest boobs. And then I had kids and they were fucking massive, which actually hurt also. Cause I feel like with the breast reduction, I don't know. It was weird. And then they deflated and now they deflated more. And I'm like, I need to fix my boobs again.
No, I need to. When people get their boobs done before kids, I'm like, that's a waste of money.
I agree.
You're gonna have to get them redone.
I 100% agree.
Sad.
They're gonna change.
Depressing things, and also like your boobs. Like once you're breastfed with them,
your nipples get bigger.
Don't feel like they are like a sexy part of your body anymore.
No,
like I don't.
But like once we fix them, they will be.
Maybe.
Stay tuned.
Are you gonna get like a full boob job?
No, I think I just want hopefully like if I do have a third kid and they don't suck the living shit out of me, where I'm like literally left with like
Nothing.
the balloon like before you start doing anything with it. Hopefully that doesn't happen. Then I would just want to lift. I just want to like lift them up.
I heard you get more of a scar from that.
Yes, I have I have it now. It's like a popsicle scar.
What, they cut the nipple off?
Well, they cut the nipple off. They I think they take it off the table. They put it on the table. Like it's not a cute surgery, but I don't know. No, I don't think I would do an implant just because like I personally don't want foreign objects, and I feel like that's a foreign. I'm scared of it to pop. I know a lot of people do it, but I don't think it's for me.
I'm in my like natural health era.
I don't think you're adding anything.
I'm not about to. I'm like using natural deodorants in which I don't think you're adding. So I'm not going to start putting silicone.
No, but you have a good size that you might be able to just lift it.
Not after I gave birth.
Right.
Like after Ziggy, they were like A's.
Right.
I was like,
so you might not be able to do anything. I don't know what to tell you.
Ugh.
I guess we'll find out.
We'll find out.
But like, yes, I want to fix my boobs. Like boobs need to be fixed. 1,000%.
Yeah, I actually think like a lot of people, everyone always talks about like, oh, did your vagina heal after birth? Or like, is your vagina ever going to be the same? I'm like, the vagina's fine. It's fine. The vagina doesn't have issues. It's the boobs that have issues.
The vagina is completely fine. I feel like I'm fine. Sex is fine.
Unless you like literally maybe rip from vagina to ass.
Yeah, but then apparently you can like stitch it up and like it's even tighter.
Yeah.
Like it's like you're a virgin again.
Those stitches are free as part of your postpartum.
Yeah.
Like the boobs.
Ask for extra stitches if you'd like to be a virgin again. Sponsored by Virgin Ads. I don't know. Okay, what about anxiety?
Yeah, the emotional changes is really what fucked me up. Like, I feel like that has changed so much since becoming a mom. Like, what have you felt?
So I clearly have had anxiety now, understanding all of it my whole life, but I feel like it really, really came to be after kids. Like really like the anxiety of them being sick or the anxiety of my husband going away and me taking care of my kids alone. It really, really got me going. It's tough. It's really tough.
One time I remember you telling me that you had like literally a nervous breakdown in the car.
I had a full panic attack. It just creeps up on you where you're like, I don't know what to do, blah, blah, blah. And it's like all internal. But my biggest thing for that is it's very normal from what I've heard. Yeah. I know a lot of people don't talk about it. That's why I really wanted to talk about it today. Anxiety is a real thing. And I think anxiety as a mother is a real thing, and it comes out. And when I start talking to other women, they're slowly like, yeah, I have anxiety. Yeah. Or like my girlfriends who like never even had anxiety are now like we have anxiety, and like, where is this coming from? And it all makes sense. And it could be everything that happened in your childhood. Everyone has different situations, but now like becoming a mom, it's really coming out. So my biggest thing with that is get help if you need. Talk to other moms because they're going through it. I promise you they're going through it because I thought I was alone in it, but now talking to people like they're going through it.
No,
it's a real fucking thing.
Because you just like don't have control of stuff anymore.
You don't.
And like,
that's what it is. I think that's the word I was looking for is control.
Like you have like your heart living outside your body now, like with your 2 little kids or multiple kids running around, and you're like, what the fuck?
Right.
Like, and for someone like me, like I have had control issues my whole life. Like I've always wanted to control everything.
Right.
And like I had like a full on like eating disorder in my 20s because like it was like just like this need to control everything. And then like when you have kids, you're just like, you can't control. You can't control. You can't control them. You can't control what happens. I mean, you can control their safety
to a certain degree, but like not when, for example, school calls and my entire heart drops. And they're pretty good. They like call and they're like, everything's okay. But even in that split second when I see that fucking school calling, I'm like, it's I feel like I'm going to have a panic attack before I find out what's going on. And it's real and we just got to deal with it.
Yeah. No, I
do whatever you got to do.
I agree. And like, I think the biggest thing I've learned is like, you just got to let go of the things that you can't control. And like, it took me having 2 kids to realize it because like, I just don't have space in my life to like worry about the things that I can't worry about anymore. And you just stop giving a shit.
And you
like,
can't control
really
it.
Stop giving a shit about the things that you can't control. And you just let it flow into your life. And, you know, obviously you want to like be the best mom that you can be. But if you just start like overwhelming yourself with all this shit that you can't deal with, then you're just going to have a nervous breakdown, literally.
Which is what I had.
Yeah. And then you're not the best version that you can be. No. And it's really fucking tough to deal with all this stuff. It's like too much on your plate.
Right. So one of the biggest things that I heard and have started doing is taking care of yourself. So we talked about like in season 1, taking care of yourself post birth, like really postpartum. But now when your kids are a little bit older,
right? Like you're in a different era.
I'm in a different era. Like, how am I going to take care of myself to be a better mom for my kids and like deal with my stuff? So for me, it's going to work out. That's like a huge thing for me. Going to the gym, taking that hour to myself, like shutting everything off. I like turn my phone on to silent. Like the school calls, they'll call my husband, they'll figure it out. Yeah. So that was a huge thing. And really just like, you got to take care of yourself. Find what makes you sane. That's the word. Like find what makes you sane and do it. If for me, it's working out. For you, it's going on a walk, reading a book, doing whatever you got to do. Take care of yourself. Because if you go crazy,
you're not helping anyone. And you are like the rock of most, like moms are the rock of the family. And if you're not like, okay, then it's going to impact everybody. And it's funny because like when you're in it and you're in the thick of it, you're like, I don't have time to work out, or I don't have time to do this for myself. Time. I don't have time for this. And like, you keep making like that excuse for yourself. And you're like, you can make the time. Right. It's 1 hour that you're asking.
Take 20 minutes. Literally, you know what? It doesn't have to be an hour.
Yeah. They have all these apps now, all these like workout things you can do online. Right. You can read 20 pages every. I like that meme that every like mom is doing now. Where it's like, with the walk on the treadmill, with the face mask, with the this.
I'm like, you know what? Everything in it.
If you have 2 things, if you have to walk on the treadmill
with your face mask, do it. Like you'll feel good. It's fucking hilarious, but just do it. You'll feel good about it.
Yeah. The one thing I would recommend though is not doom scrolling. That doesn't help anyone.
No, it's not healthy.
Drives everyone nuts.
Exactly.
But no, like, I agree. Taking care of yourself it's not prioritized enough. And I think everyone just expects moms to just, you know, drop everything and be like there for everyone at all times. And it's like, take that 1 hour. And like, your husband too should do the same thing.
I was going to say that's
or your partner should also take that hour, and you should both try and
I agree.
Get that
maybe
time.
1 hour, not 5. But
no more golf.
So speaking of that, how has your relationship changed with your husband since having? Let's talk about now. You're in the 2-kid era.
Yeah,
so let's talk about what's the dynamic? How like
I feel like the biggest thing is that you're both expecting the other person to like appreciate all the things you're doing. And it's like, well, I did this.
So you
and
do
I
that.
did this. And it's like, you're expecting like this, like big fucking thank you and like balloons and the oh my God, you took the kids to
gymnastics.
Like whatever. Great.
Thank you.
And I'm like, I'm expecting this big thank you from him, but then I don't give him the big thank you.
So no one's giving
and
any
I'm
thank
like,
yous.
fuck, I should really like
acknowledge.
Yeah, you really have to acknowledge like we're both doing more. Like there's just 50 more tasks in a day.
Right.
Like there isn't that relaxing time. And like we spoke a bit about it before, but like there's just no one person gets to relax. You're each manning a kid. And
that's your new normal.
Like literally on Sunday, I took one, he took one. We swapped it in the
That's what we did.
And we took the opposite ones. And like I didn't see him all day.
So you have to make time.
It's really, you were saying before, roommate era.
Yeah, we're really in roommate era.
I don't know how.
And I know you, like also with me, like I've been with my husband. We've been married for it'll be almost 5 years married, but we've been together for 10 years. And like we met really young. Like we met at 22 years old. And that's a whole other era.
Right.
Pre-pregnancy. So like you really, like we're growing up with our husbands.
Yeah.
And life changes, everything changes. So it's a full learning experience. Like our kids are learning how to be children and like move on. And like we're learning how to be completely different adults.
Yeah, it's crazy. It's a lot of change.
It's a lot of change, and I hate change.
Well, that's the whole theme of it. That's literally what it is. And like I think like when you're expecting things to stay the same, they just don't.
Not. You just have to perfect. You got us. I don't give a shit. That's what it is.
And then I feel like it's like, again, cliche, but like expect the unexpected. Like when you're expecting something to happen and it doesn't, then you get disappointed and it's annoying. Like
you're right.
You just kind of have to expect your life is kind of like a shit show right now. And you just kind of ebb and flow with it and go with it. But yeah, the relationship that you gotta make, you gotta
make time, do whatever you gotta do. Date night, even if it's like, like even go for a walk if you have, like if a parent or you have a nanny or you have a babysitter or someone who can watch your kid, like even if it's for an hour, like go grab a coffee.
But I will say,
honestly, even at nighttime, like get off your fucking phone.
I know.
I'm bad at it also, but like get off your phone and like look at each other. I know you're exhausted, but like just talk.
I know. You need to just even just saying like, hi, how are you?
How are you? How's your, how are you doing? How was your day? Like what's going on?
Exactly.
Anything.
But like now I find date nights are so much more expensive because it's like the date night plus the $100 of the babysitter, whatever it costs to get a babysitter. And I'm like, geez.
I know.
Like you see all these like.
You got to find a cheaper alternative to a date night. 5 a.m.
Grandparents.
Grandparents. Exactly.
Which is, I mean, thank God for grandparents if they live close to you, but like.
Right. So what were the biggest changes with, I guess, the roommate phase, the parenting phase? Like, what did you find? Like, you went from like 0 to 100, or things that like you did on a day-to-day basis that like you can't do anymore?
I think it's, that's like a loaded question.
I know. I just went there.
I think it's like the day-to-day stuff. Like it's like the in the mornings.
That's
like
what
remember when you used to get ready for work and you'd like both get ready together. You'd brush your teeth, you do your makeup,
so
they'd get ready. You'd have maybe a coffee at
maybe have
5 a.m. Yeah. Maybe. Honestly, morning or evening, both worked,
or in between,
and not exhausted.
Right.
And then
that we took for granted.
Oh, yeah.
Because that was our normal.
I know.
And now we're like, oh my God, like I wish we had that. So like when you go on vacation with Josh or like have a night off, you're like, I want to squeeze all this stuff in.
Literally travel after when you've traveled with your kids and then you take that first trip.
Oh my God.
It's without the kids.
It's actually insane.
It's like 2:00 and you're like, what do I do with myself?
Yeah, what do we do?
I have so much time for activities.
I just slept. Remember? Like we just went away and we just 2 days. We got to the apartment and I slept for 2 days.
That's insane.
That's all I did. I didn't want to leave the bed. I didn't give a fuck. Honestly, like
I know
restaurant's cool. I wanted to fucking sleep.
No, yeah.
Don't bother me.
We took like a page out of our kids' books and literally napped.
We just napped.
In the afternoon.
Yeah, it was so nice.
No,
showered, get into bed.
Traveling without them.
Oh my God.
I
gotta watch TV.
I know, like you can have a cocktail.
Have a cocktail, watch your show.
You can not run up and down changing.
Really things. I think, yeah, you know what? now I'm going to answer my own question. It's everything that we took for granted. Now you realize.
Yeah. Yeah, but that's like life, right? Like hindsight is everything. Wait, what's the saying?
Take everything for granted?
No.
We took everything for granted?
Everything is, oh my God, I don't know. What's the
Take
saying?
everything for I don't know. You're asking me about sayings.
Hindsight is 20/20.
Never heard of that saying.
What? Like, now looking back, you know more. Okay, we're just going to
hindsight is 20.
We're just going to cut this section anyways. Another big change that I'm finding, okay, like you have to have the babysitter when you go out. But then what the fuck happens when the babysitter calls you and says, your kid's barfing?
Oh, you want to talk about it?
Yeah.
Are you talking about me?
Well, like it's happened to me, but I want to hear your story. Go.
Okay, so that just happened 2 weekends ago. Adam and I didn't go out for 2 weekends in a row. We stayed home with the kids, and then we were like, hey, let's go on a group dinner. We're going out. And I'm like, okay, great. Like my kids have been sleeping at nighttime.
Right. You're not really leaving people with like a big ordeal. Like
no. Like they were
sitting in the house watching
and they're
TV.
sitting and watching TV, whatever. As soon as we sit down at dinner, half an hour goes by, I already have a glass of wine and I get a phone call and my kid is projectile vomiting on the floor, in the crib, on the babysitter.
Oh my God.
Like, fuck me. And my husband has the fucking nerve to turn to me and he goes, so are you going to go home? I was livid. I forgive you now. He knows I forgive him, but I was really upset. And that ruined my entire night. And it goes back to what we said, like mom goes first. Like, why? Like, why?
Why do you have to go?
Why do you have to? And honestly, it took him 2 days to realize that was such a awful, wrong comment to make. Like, the comment should have been like, should we go home?
Right.
Or would you like me to go home? Not you should go home.
Yeah.
Even
or do you want
to go home?
Yeah.
It was really, really fucking tough and we got over it. But that's what you're just expected. You're the mom. You're expected to leave and go. And I was really upset.
No, I get it. Like it sucks because like, you give up so much of your social life to be pregnant, right? Like you don't want to go out for dinners when you're pregnant. Then you're postpartum and breastfeeding, whatever. Like you don't want to go out again. So then finally you get into this like era of your time where you're feeling good, your body's your body again, and you're ready to go. And then it's like, boom, your problem.
Boom. Yeah, why? Like, oh my God, why? I didn't even tell him that. Like, why? I should have said that. I was pregnant. I gave birth. I did this. You fucking go home. You should have been like, babe, you stay enjoy yourself. I'm going to go home. I would have been like, that's so nice. And then you know what my response would have been? I'm going to come with you.
Yeah.
Like, fuck. I still would have said, I'm going to come with you.
I know. No, but that happened the other night.
Yeah,
like
what happened with you?
One of our kids was sick, and I was like, you know what? I'm just like, you go. It's fine. Like, I don't need to go. And he's like, no. It's your friend. Like, or it was like a mutual friend. He was like, you go. I'll stay home with the kids. And I was like, right answer. We didn't have to do it in the end. They ended up like feeling fine. But like, no, it's really tough. Like, who decides who to go? Or like, so many times I've had plans with friends, and then like canceling my kid's sick. I'm canceling my kid's sick. Right. And I'm like, fuck this.
Or I'm canceling. I'm going to golf.
Yeah. No, but like your friendships really change.
I agree.
Like that's really tough to maintain friendships with moms. Like, or not with moms.
Not
maintain
with
your friendship as a mom. Is very tough. Like you literally have no time. You can call your friend at like 7 a.m. Great. Yes. Terrible time. They're busy.
Once they get to school.
Yeah. Or then like you're on your way to work. They're at school. You have like 5 minutes before you both have to run.
And then after school, it's like, don't talk to me till 8 p.m.
And then it's like 8 or 9 o'clock.
And you don't want to talk.
You don't want to exhausted.
So you find time for your partner and then squeeze in that time with your friends.
Like I literally have a friendship where I send her memes on Instagram, and the memes say things, and I'm like, this is what I want to say to you. I just don't have the time or energy to type it out.
I know.
So read the meme, and then she memes me back.
Right.
And we just meme each other all day.
But you know what? You know what? Those are the friends you're going to keep, and the ones that really understand that this is the next chapter in your life, and the chapter will change. Your kids will get older, and you will get back to that. You will get back 100%. To like, it's just I can call you. The kids are going to be watching TV. You can go upstairs, you can leave them, or they're going to be playing video games or whatever the fuck they're going to be doing, hopefully outside like we did, but like who knows?
I know, right?
And you will get back to that. So it's the friends that stay during it that know what you're going through that can continue.
And someone said something to me the other day about, now you're a mom and like, what like new moms go through. And like, you wish that you were more there for your moms in their early days. Like now that I know what it's like in the thick of it, I'm happy that like some of my brothers and sisters are like behind me and they haven't had kids yet. Cause like I know who I want to be to them when they start to have kids. Cause like I know what it's like. They have no idea and it's not their fault.
No, but we didn't even know. Like even the first, like we talked about it. Like it was like first time mom. I had no idea.
Zero
and then
idea.
Second time mom. Like my first call is, how are you doing? I don't even ask about the baby. Like, how are you doing? How are you feeling? And even now, like, how are you doing? Honestly, baby, kids come second sometimes.
No,
in that sense.
Someone even said to me, she was listening to the podcast and she's like, I love that you focus on like the mom, because
no one talks about the mom.
Everyone wants to know about the baby. Everyone wants to know how the baby is. Everyone wants to know this, but like, how's the mom?
I know.
She's probably struggling.
I was going to say, she's okay.
Yeah, she's okay. She
will be okay. She's been better.
And it's one of the things I love is it's okay to not be okay.
I love that saying.
It's okay to not be okay.
You got that one right.
It really is.
It really is.
Most of us aren't sometimes.
And that's okay.
It is what it is.
Not be okay.
But I think we should make a list of all of our tips that we wish we knew as new moms.
Yes. Let's do that. We're going to make a list.
I think it would help out some.
Okay.
I think I would have liked to have read that.
Same. That would have been really nice. Like everything we kind of just like talked about, like on a sheet. Like that would be so nice.
Right?
Let's do it.
Okay. We're going to make something. We're going to make something.
We're going to make something for everyone. That was amazing. I really enjoyed that.
I know. I think we should probably get our husbands on at some point.
Yeah.
Maybe if you'll give them a chance to rebuttal some.
Yeah. We're going to go back. We might bring up some of these topics and be like, so.
They probably hate it.
No, honestly, I feel like we're going to do it and I'm going to be like, let's talk about, I know we like got over it and we both apologized and blah, 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 but like, let's rehash it. I want to rehash it a little bit.
We're going to get it from their perspective.
I love that.
If they agree to this.
Okay, great.
Okay.
Can you come on my podcast?
Literally. All right, guys. We'll see you next week.
Thank you.
Bye.
Subscribe, like, comment, please. Love ya. Bye.